Paddling rivers by canoe and kayak is an activity steeped in Canadian history, and so paddling festivals are fairly common occurrences across the country. One such event takes place on the Churchill River in northern Saskatchewan, and people are often surprised to hear that the Prairie Province of Saskatchewan plays host to a Whitewater Festival.
My name's NICKBERGEN. I've worked at Churchill River Canoe Outfitters since 2009, doing mostly guiding and instructing.
My name's ANDREANELSON and I work for Churchill River Canoe Outfitters.
My name is Dan Driediger. My family runs Churchill River Canoe Outfitters, and so I've been part of the business all my life. I've grown up around all the guides, and my family, we always went on canoe trips, sometimes just a weekend long, other times a week or so, and fell in love with canoeing then and continued on and started guiding after I graduated from high school.
My first canoe trip was when I was in junior high school, and Rick Driediger, he led a trip for the youth group at our church. So all of us came up as 14-year-olds and got to experience the Churchill here for our first time. And it draws you in, and it's hard not to come back. So I just kept coming up here a little more every summer, and it eventually turned into a full-time job.
I actually am a late bloomer in the canoe world. I only started canoeing a few years ago, and I just wanted to spend more and more time outside, and so I'm self-taught. I started backpacking, and I thought, well, I'd like to go further, and the way to do that is by canoe. So canoeing is a really comfortable way to move across the land and the waters, and Saskatchewan is made for canoeing. It's really how Saskatchewan was established, is by the canoe. So CRCO hosts a Whitewater Festival every year, and it's a really fun place to be.
The great part about our Whitewater Festival is that it's accessible to lots of different levels of paddlers. So we have some big whitewater, which the advanced paddlers have a lot of fun in, but we also have a lot of really calm rapids, some spots with just slow moving current. So we're able to do instruction with people who haven't paddled a lot before or who have never been in rapids before.
And so there's a lot of teaching that happens, and CRCO runs formal clinics, maybe a little informal clinics.
So a big focus of our festival is education and getting anybody who wants to more involved in the whitewater paddling scene.
So it's a really great festival. There's music, there's good food, and just a really positive environment. It's good.
My name is KEVINSCHULTZ. I currently live in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. I've guided for Churchill River Canoe Outfitters for about 30 years, guiding on the Churchill River and beyond. So the Churchill River is like home, and then it's just the opportunities are endless for canoe trips. What's really interesting about the Churchill River, where we're based at Missinipe, is there's a great playground just north of Otter Rapids, and just above there out of Devil Lake there's a multitude of channels. What's really interesting is from the most basic channel to something that would challenge anybody, the best of whatever they do. So what's really great is that we can start really small. What's really interesting as we grow with that is that we're going upstream, not downstream. So we start small on our where we are, right out of Barker Lake. Right here is where we do a lot of our instructional phases and clinics. And so as that grows, we're going upstream. So to go upstream, you have to be a good paddler, and you just get better at it. And from there, the rapids just get bigger, they become more technical, and the maneuvers become more technical, and we just can grow some really, really good paddlers in a short amount of time. And probably the number one thing about the Churchill is it's just very forgiving water.
We hit the bottom set of Donaldson Rapids. It's probably an easy Class 3 rapid. It's got some big ledges on the river right. It's got a nice chute on the river left. and a lot of different rocks and stuff on the way down. So there's a pile of different lines you can run.
If I wanna know about it, I'll come in with the questions. Don't you come knocking on my
Corner Rapids has one of our best surfing waves on the Churchill. It's called Naomi's Wave, after a former staff who died in an avalanche accident a few years ago. But this wave is as clear and glassy and perfect, except it's really hard to get to. So we spent just about half a day working on that wave.